Hey, everybody. I hope everybody can hear me. Hope everybody's having a good day, good night, whatever. Jason Akers with Green Acres Pest Control. I got one of these things. My wife made it for me. It's delicious. So I hope everybody's doing all right. What's everybody up to? Everybody got good plans for the weekend? I got my mic set up a little different tonight, and we'll see how well it works. A little different. I've been gone for a couple weeks. Had in-laws over last week. Been working on projects. Been doing a what do you call it? Like a fake fireplace thing? I'm gonna show you for those that haven't seen it yet. I have a let's see here. What's the best way to do this? Let's share my screen and show you what I've been up to. So for those that aren't subscribed, you should be. Let's go to my YouTube channel. All right. So there we are, live right now. So once you go here, you can subscribe, which is great. Or like the video, whatever. But right now we're gonna go over to community tab. We're gonna look at the community tab. And I'm gonna show you what I've been up to and why it's been difficult for me to get on a live stream lately. So we've been building stuff. So these are the pictures I posted in the community tab a week ago because I was supposed to be here last week. And so we posted some pictures that let people know what I've been doing. And so here we've got some photos. Let's see. Will it let us watch them all? I don't know if it'll let us watch them all or not. Oh, yeah, it will. So you could go here. There's Rory, my son, and there's me right there, kind of hidden. And we go next. Oh, yeah, we got a new dog, too. We got a little puppy. His name is Captain Jack Sparrow. So we got Captain Jack, and there's Emma, and there's Rory. And they've been helping. See this framing back here? And there's a little fake fireplace thing. It's basically a fancy space heater. And we've had it for about a year, and we've been needing to do this, so we've been working on this project. And then, see, we're building the angle because our ceiling's vaulted ceiling. So we're going all the way to the ceiling with it. We've been doing that. And then we got this, putting up the little lapboard siding there, or shiplap. I don't know the difference between shiplap and lapboard. I don't know, but that's Rory using the nail gun. And then there's part of it. Y'all can see my inside of my house. I'm almost completely done. Actually, I am just about done. This is a mantle. What it is I wish I had a picture of it finished. These are the sides right here. And what they do is I put them on door slides or drawer slides on the side so the whole side comes out away from the wall so you can store stuff behind this. And this right here is the mantle. We're going to put a TV up here. And the mantle actually folds down or folds up. So, and it's got like one of those little pneumatic little things like on the back of a camper shelf or a pickup truck that holds it up. And that way you can work your video games or your DVD player or whatever you got in there. And so that's what I've been doing for about the last week and a half. And we just about got it all finished now. We're going to paint this wall and we're going to paint this wall over here. And so I've still got the living room still a wreck. But I got on here. I'm sitting down with you. I'm going to talk with you tonight. I feel bad. I've missed like 2 nights in a row. But with the holidays and everything and New Year's and all that and in-laws over here and working on projects and stuff, because I always do projects around Christmas time. This is usually what I do is stuff like this. So that's what I've been working on. But you could, like I said, if you're subscribed to the channel, you can see this stuff because I post in the community tab all the time. And I put links and stuff over there. I don't really use Twitter a whole lot. I've got Twitter links or X or whatever they call it now. But these are my videos. I've been putting up a lot of like shorts lately. I've got a whole bunch queued up all the way through the weekend. So you'll get one of these every day. If you're subscribed, you'll get to see those. And then I've been putting up my videos every Tuesday. This is when I put my videos up, on Tuesdays. And of course, Thursday night is tonight, and that's when I live stream. So, anyway, let's go ahead and and see if we can't talk to people. Let's see. Hello, Jason. Happy New Year to you and your family. I have a question regarding bed bugs. I've applied CROSSFIRE 3 weeks ago, but after the treatment, me and my baby still got bit. You will still get bit. So if you actually have bed bugs and you're treating with CROSSFIRE, the bed bugs still have to crawl out to die. They have to come out and get in the pesticide to die. And in that process, they can still bite you. CROSSFIRE lasts for 28 days. I usually advise that if people are still getting bit after like 3 or 4 weeks, you should think about maybe treating again. And you may have to treat as much as once a month for 3 months or maybe even more. The thing is that I know I talk real highly about CROSSFIRE. I talk about it all the time and how I could go in and treat one time and be done. But some people do need to treat more often than once to get rid of their problem. Especially because, I've been killing bed bugs since I was 17 years old. I just turned 42. Another thing, my birthday. So my birthday was the 19th of December. That's another reason I've kind of been a little lax, with the live streams and stuff, because I got a year older, and so I'm getting old, and I usually go to bed early. I'm just kidding. But yeah. So, just be patient. It will kill them. Try not to use anything other than CROSSFIRE if you spray. But you're still going to get bit. They still have to come out and get in the chemical. So when the CROSSFIRE is wet, when you first sprayed it, it'll kill them within 5-10 minutes. After it's dry, it takes longer for them to die. They do still die, but you can still get bit from the bed bugs coming out, because they still have to come out and get in the chemical. When they do, they die, but they might bite you before they die. And so it's normal to get bit for several days in a row, even after treating with CROSSFIRE right away. They don't just instantly go away. Let's see. Jason, I wanted you to know that I live in Seattle, Washington, in a low-income housing building. There are German cockroaches and bed bugs that run rampant. I bought the Alpine WSG and did 2 treatments, 6 days apart. Well, you don't need to treat that often. You only need to treat like once a month with Alpine. Then I waited a week, rotated Ortho Home Defense. Haven't seen a roach in 4 weeks. You, sir, saved my day, bro. Hats off to you. I really appreciate you and the work you do. You saved the day. That stuff is savage. Thank you. Let's see. Well, I'm glad you got rid of your bugs. I still would not treat, but maybe once a month with Alpine. It lasts a long time. Alpine can last up to 60 days inside. So if you're using it inside for things like roaches, I would still treat once a month. But anyway, Brad, you always my cheerleader, comes in here, talks about CROSSFIRE all the time. Do you have any tips for an apartment building that's had the whole building sprayed? Well, that's the start. A lot of times, apartment buildings only spray the units with a problem. They don't usually do the whole building. Where can you buy bed bugs? I don't buy bed bugs. I get them for free. Honestly, you can buy bed bugs, but they won't sell them to you unless you're a bed bug dog trainer. So the people who train bed bug sniffing dogs have to buy bed bugs in order to retrain their dogs. And I actually looked into buying bed bugs because, well, let's see, where is it? Is she up here? Let's see if she's still up here. She dead, but I always keep my bed bugs for a while to show them to you. So that's a bed bug right there. Well, if it will focus on it. See? That's a bed bug. That's Amber Heard. If you know, I let her bite me, and then she died. But that's my bed bug. And I get these for free. Because when I go in people's houses, I carry these little vials in my work bag. And I'm like, hey, do you mind before I spray if I take some samples? And then I bring them home, and I show them to you. And drive my wife crazy because now I got bed bugs in the house. But she can't get out. I mean, she's dead anyway, but even when she was alive, she can't get out because it's got a screen on the lid, see? So she can't get out of there, but, it's a way for me to teach you guys what they look like. But I would not advise, I wouldn't wish bed bugs on even a cheating spouse. Yeah, if you don't treat the whole building, the roaches, bed bugs, they will go from unit to unit to unit. Sorry, I'm drinking this cold drink. This is my wife made me this. This is a frappuccino, and it's cold. It's iced. It's because it's ice in there, ground up in there like a slushy, but it's coffee because that's what I need to drink at 10 o'clock at night is coffee. I asked for it, and she made it for me, and it's cold. And I cough when I drink cold stuff. I'm moving 2 plastic bags with clothes and 1 bag of electronics. How to not take them to my new place? You probably will take them to your new place. So I have a video that I've done for people who move. Let me show you. So if you go to my videos and while you're on my channel, subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you like this kind of thing, or dislike it, whatever. But I'd like it if you liked it, if you like what I do. But if you don't like what I do, don't like it. So if you go to my channel and search moving, and don't now be sure you search here, don't search up here. Now if you search up here, you might be able to do moving. And my video might come up. Probably not. Yeah, see, there's my video right there. So you got to scroll down forever before you find it. But this video is how to avoid moving with bed bugs. Don't take bed bugs with you when you move. Guaranteed. All right? So let's go back to my videos because it's easier to do it this way. We'll go here. We're going to share it. We're going to copy the link, and I'm going to post it in chat for people that want to know how to avoid taking bed bugs with them when they move. So, and that doesn't have a whole lot of views. It's only 8,000 views after 3 years. It's been up for a long time. People don't watch that one that much. Let's see. Do you recommend putting silicone? No, I don't. Hey, Jason, can anything be done as a preventative or proactive measure for bed bugs as the epidemic continues to go on? Can't get CROSSFIRE or Alpine. So if you can't get CROSSFIRE or Alpine, I would probably resort to using something like Talstar if you can get it. It's a repellent or even deltamethrin. Let's look and see. Deltamethrin. Let's see. I can't remember the name brand for the liquid. Let's go to do your own .com. Okay, do my own. All right, deltamethrin. Suspend is deltamethrin. Let's see what the label says for this chemical. Zoom in. You should always do this, by the way. If you're wanting to buy a pesticide, you're wanting to use a pesticide for bugs, I recommend reading the label before you buy it to make sure it's actually labeled for what you want to use it on and to find out if it's actually something that will work on what you want to use it on. So see, bed bugs is listed right here on the label. So it does kill bed bugs. It's labeled for bed bugs. And this is deltamethrin. Okay? Now, you can buy, let's see, bed bug spray. Let's just look up bed bug spray. Okay? Let's go here. So this is Ortho Home Defense. All right? It has the active ingredient bifenthrin and imidacloprid on it. So that's not deltamethrin. But there's another one that does have deltamethrin in it. Now, bifenthrin is the active that's in Talstar. So if you look at Talstar, this is a pesticide let's see, that has bifenthrin. I wish they would stop advertising. That's really annoying when they do that. Does this, I don't know if this site even has a label on it. Let's go with this. This is just a better website. All right. So we scroll down. There's bed bugs right here. It says page 5 for bed bugs. So this is page 2. So let's go to page 5. 3, 4, 5. And then bed bugs are right here. All right. So it says a thorough application should be made to cracking crevices where evidence of bed bug occurs. This includes bed frames, box springs, inside empty dressers, clothes closets, carpet edges, high and low wall moldings, like your baseboards and your crown molding, wallpaper edges. Do not use this product on bed linens, pillows, mattresses, or clothes. So you cannot use this pesticide on a mattress. So if you're wanting to use this for and you can't get CROSSFIRE and you want to use this for bed bugs, then just be sure not to treat your mattress. If you do have bed bugs on your mattress, then you need to use something like a steamer around the edges and the seams of your mattress to kill the bed bugs on your mattress. But the problem with a steamer in order to kill bed bugs, it actually has to make contact with the bed bug. So you have to make sure the steam hits the actual bed bug. It is not going to kill them unless you touch the bed bug with the steam. And that's why I don't like steam, because once the steamer is off, same as a heat treatment, there's no residual to kill bed bugs there. So either Talstar or Suspend, I would recommend for somebody that needs to try to get rid of bed bugs who cannot get CROSSFIRE or Alpine WSG. So that was a long answer to a question, that easy question. But anyway. How good can I use a whole bottle of CROSSFIRE after mixing up in my sprayer? How can I still use it after a month? Okay, I'm going to do a video about this. I'm going to do a short. So shorts are those like, oh, by the way, I want to thank Dan for $10. You didn't have to give me no money, but thank you very much. So if you go here, my videos, and you go to shorts or home, just home, all right, and you scroll down, these are called shorts right here. These are only a minute or less. They're really quick, kind of like TikTok, you just scroll on your phone. That's what these are. Also, I made this video. I want to point out right now, this is a joke. This is a joke right here. I want to play it for y'all so y'all can watch it. After years of study and developing different ways to kill bed bugs, I've decided that the best way to get rid of them is with heat. Yeah, so that's a joke. That really is a joke, because I don't do heat treatments. I don't believe in those. But anyway, I made that, and I wanted to just point that out because I did have some people say, hey, that's, are you serious? No, I'm not serious. I don't do heat treatments. But anyway, so I make shorts. So I'm going to make a short addressing I want to make a short video because it won't take more than 10, 15 seconds to explain this to people. But I want to do a video explaining the longevity of a chemical once it's mixed. So the easy answer to your question right now, because I'm going to answer it right now anyway, is that if you mix a pesticide and the label says to use it within 24 hours, the reason it says that is because the pesticide will start to lose some effectiveness after the 24-hour period. So once you apply it, once it's applied, it will last for up to a month, and it will kill bed bugs for up to a month. That's how CROSSFIRE works. But it says right on the label that you can mix it, use it within 24 hours. I know people who have mixed CROSSFIRE, who have kept it in a tank for up to 3 months and still been able to use the same tank of CROSSFIRE. It still kills bed bugs even after 3 months. I know the label says 24 hours. I have to say, hey, go by the label. The label's the law. You need to follow the label. But I've had people tell me, this is hearsay. Take it for what it's worth. It may not even be true. But I have had people say they've used it after it's still mixed in the tank, still kills bed bugs. It may not last as long. It may not last but maybe a week or two, and you may have to apply again. I don't know. The label says 24 hours, so that's what the label says. Not all pesticides are like that. Alpine WSG lasts longer in a tank. You can mix it. It lasts like 2-3 weeks in a tank. You could spray it again. It's still as strong as it was the first day you mixed it. So it just depends on the pesticide. CROSSFIRE says 24 hours. So, I'm pretty sure giving someone bed bugs on purpose is a crime in most places. Yeah, I think it probably would be too. I agree with that. Sorry, not a bed bug question, but with fleas, it seems harder to get rid of fleas with 3 pets. Would it be easier taking them out of the house for a week or so? You should always remove your pets when spraying for fleas, and you should treat your pets with flea treatments to kill the fleas on your pet. And if you do the right treatment, whether you have pets or not, so when I was married to my ex-wife, I had 3 dogs. 1 was outside only, but I did have 2 inside dogs and 3 cats. And I would bring fleas home all the time because I'm an exterminator. So I go in houses with fleas, and I would bring them home. And I found that I could get rid of fleas in my house. I have 5 pets inside the house, and I could get rid of them. But you really do need to treat your pets. You need to treat your pets, take very good care of your pets, give them flea treatments and all baths and all that stuff, and treat your house. And if you do it all around the same time, then you're going to get rid of your fleas, and you shouldn't have a problem no matter how many pets you have. What is a small oblong gray bug? I see 1 or 2 every now and then when I pull out tobacco or for cigarettes. I'm not sure. I would need to see a picture. I would be better. It's easier to identify them if I have a picture. And if you're interested in sending me a picture, every now and then the chat bot comes down, that night bot will actually post my Discord. And if you click that Discord link, you can go directly to Discord. And if you're watching this later, or if you go down to the description of this video right now, there's a Discord link there. Go to Discord. You can send me any pictures of any bugs that you want to identify. I've got other people in Discord too, other exterminators, that can also look at the picture and maybe help give you a positive identification for what you're dealing with. Because honestly, I don't know what every bug in the world looks like. I am not an entomologist. I only really am familiar with what's in Virginia because that's the state that I operate in. What you get in Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Canada, Europe, you're going to deal with different bugs and stuff that I may have never seen before, and I may not be able to help you identify them, but some of the people in my channel can identify it because they are from other areas. Like I've got one exterminator that's from Georgia, and people that are from all over the world join my Discord. So something making a noise. Is that my phone? It is. But anyway, yeah. So I would recommend you join Discord and show us your pictures. If you got bugs, if you got pictures of bugs, I'd love to see them. Where do you work that has bed bugs? Seems like a lawsuit waiting to happen. That may not be directed towards me. So let's see. Speaking of moving and containers, what types of surfaces can bed bugs not climb on? I don't know. I've seen them climb on lots of stuff they swear they can't climb on, and they can climb on them. Slick surfaces, people will try to say like those interceptors, that the bed bugs can't climb up them. That's not true. People will put their luggage in bathtubs thinking the bed bugs can't get to their luggage in a bathtub in a hotel room. That's not true. I've seen bed bugs climb very slick surfaces. It is true that they aren't able to climb as well on a slick surface. They don't have real sticky pads on the bottom of their feet like spiders and fleas and other bugs, but they absolutely can. If they try hard enough, they can climb up a slick surface, a vertical slick surface. They probably can't crawl up molten lead. I agree. Kenju is right. They probably cannot climb up molten lead. I don't imagine even people can climb up molten lead. Brad says, all who are watching, can we get those likes up to show our appreciation for Jason and this channel? I would appreciate that. What are your thoughts on Nuvan bedbug strips? I would not. I don't use them. I don't think they're effective. The amount of pesticide. See, now a Nuvan strip actually produces a gas pesticide that's harmful to you, harmful to your pets, harmful to children. I don't like to use them. They don't produce very much gas anyway. They really aren't that effective. So I don't use them. I don't use them because they don't work. Do you think Apprehend is effective? Yes, I do. I think Apprehend is a very good pesticide. I've never used it. I only know what other people have told me. Like before with the hearsay comment I made before about the effectiveness of, say, mixing CROSSFIRE and then use it like a month later. I only know what people have told me. When I mix CROSSFIRE, I use it up. I only mix enough for the job that I have to do. I mix, a quart or, a half gallon, and that's it. I use it all. I use every bit of it up because I've been doing bed bugs for so long. I know how much pesticide I'm going to need in a house. If I go into a house and it's a 7-bedroom house, yeah, I'll mix a whole gallon because I'll probably use a whole gallon. But if I'm just going into a 2 or 3-bedroom apartment, I'm only going to mix a half a gallon because that's all I'm going to use. And I will use it all up to where there's nothing left in the tank. And that way it's easier to clean. It's easier to keep, because I really take good care of my tanks, my spray tanks. They're $350 to $400 piece of equipment. And so I make sure I don't leave any residues or anything like that in the tank for any extended period of time because it can gunk up your screens. It can cause problems with your hoses and stuff. And I like to get the stuff out of there. But I'll tell you that there are people who have used chemicals after, weeks, even months of them being mixed in the tank, and they just shake it up and just go to town and it still kills bugs. So, but when it comes to Apprehend, I don't know how effective it is. I've never used it. I've considered trying it, but it's like $200 a bottle. The stuff's outrageous. It's 4 times as expensive or 5 times as expensive as CROSSFIRE, and CROSSFIRE works. And so I have no reason to switch to another pesticide because I've had such good results with CROSSFIRE. I've never desired to change, and especially something that's 4 times to 5 times as expensive, I'd have to push that price on to the customer. And, I already feel like I get paid enough. I don't want to have to charge my customer more money. I could, but I don't want to. Government offices aren't as clean as people think. They haven't been worked in cleaning as, yeah. Okay, yeah. I live in an apartment complex, and I discovered a weird insect on my carpet in August. At the time, I didn't take a picture of it, as I should have. I have never seen a bug before, so I don't think anything of the dead bug at the time. At the end of August, I noticed that my ankles were bitten up and reported this to the rent office. Did it look like a bed bug? Let's see. Phyllis says, after CROSSFIRE, how soon can you treat with Alpine or any other bug preventative? I could treat with Alpine and CROSSFIRE on the same day. Alpine and CROSSFIRE do not counteract each other. They're both non-repellents, and so they both act in the same way. So I use them both in the same day. If I go into a house and they've got, let's say, fleas and bed bugs, I treat the mattress, I treat the headboard, footboard, bed rails, couches, love seats, all that stuff I treat with CROSSFIRE for the bed bugs, and then I treat the floor with Alpine. So I use both. I have 2 tanks. I have one tank that's got a green lid and one tank that's got a red lid or a black lid, and and that's how I separate mine. The black lid is CROSSFIRE, the green lid is Alpine, and those are the chemicals that I use, and I just take 2 tanks in at once. I do one job, and then I do the other. So I do them both. Brad says, good night, my friend. Anyone watching, pay close attention. Yes, I agree. And like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me. Follow me for more videos like this. We always use tobacco as bug killer. You know what's funny? So, since you're saying tobacco, CROSSFIRE and Alpine WSG and Tempered, all 3 belong to the family of neonicotinoids. Neonicotinoids are nicotine-derived chemicals. They are chemicals that they use. So what they do is they take nicotine, which is a chemical that exists. It's a chemical that exists inside tobacco. And they take it out of the tobacco and they create pesticides with it because it will kill bugs. So yes, I understand. If you're using tobacco to kill bugs, it probably will kill bugs because neonicotinoids are based from tobacco, or nicotine, to be more precise. Can I ask what you charge to treat a typical 2-bedroom apartment? It depends. It really depends because I do statewide bed bugs all over Virginia, and it depends on where you live. I base a lot of my bed bug treatments on mileage. So if I have to travel, an hour, then it's more. If I have to travel 2 or 3 hours, then it's going to be more than that. But the thing about bed bug pricing, it's going to be relative to where you live. So if you live in an area where the cost of living is higher, you're going to have to expect to spend more for a bed bug treatment because all of that factors into what you pay for bed bug treatment. Sparks Pro Landscaping, I didn't even see your question. Is a second treatment with CROSSFIRE ever needed? Yes, sometimes. Sometimes. Last year, I think I did 2. I think I did 2 follow-ups that I needed to do. But every other bed bug treatment, I didn't need to do a follow-up. In fact, when I first started using CROSSFIRE, I was doing 3 treatments. I was going out. So I've been killing bed bugs for so long. The way that I didn't know what bed bugs were, and I've told this story a lot. But when I first started treating bed bugs, I did not know what bed bugs were. I was 17 years old. I went to the Bedford Public Library, and I researched bed bugs for 2 weeks before I formulated my plan on how I would get rid of bed bugs. And I went out to this lady's house, and I treated her house for bed bugs. I derived from what I read that people needed at least a 90-day treatment, at least 90 days, to get rid of bed bugs. And so that's what I started doing. And I did it all my life, 90 days, until about 6 years ago, I started using CROSSFIRE. Now, I was still requiring people to do a 90-day service plan because that's the way I always did it. But when I was going behind myself after treating with CROSSFIRE, I was noticing like the second treatment, most of the time, I wasn't finding any live bed bugs at all. And if I went back for a third treatment, I never found bed bugs. And it was just, unless they were dead, they were already dead. And if you're spraying and the bugs were already dead, then I feel like that's a waste of chemical. They're already dead. You're not going to kill them any more than they're already dead. If they're dead, they're dead. So I just started, I went over it for about 6 to 9 months with my wife and back and forth with her. And I said, I just think that it's better for the customer if we do one-time treatments, give them a real cheap discount if they call us back, if they find any, but that way we know if it's working or not, because they won't be able to get a cheaper price from anybody else for a follow-up. And because I know what the market is, I know what people charge in my area, I know what people are charging for bed bug work, and if I do the whole job at 1/10 of the price, then I'll get the job, and that's what I do. So when they need a follow-up, I go out and I do the follow-up at 1/10 of the price of what the competition is charging. And that way I know if it's working or not, if what I'm doing is working or not. And I only had to do 2 follow-ups last year. And so that to me is really effective. And I call up on people. I'll call them up. I'll check up on them. I'll see how things are going. And it's a wonderful chemical. I've had really, really, really good results with it. So I live in a basement. And if you think I have skipped your question, I probably have by accident. There's a lot of people in here. There are 41 people in here right now chatting with me. So if you have any question at all and it did not get answered, I do not kick people for spam. Post it again. Give it a couple minutes and then post it again. Give me a little bit to get to it. But if I don't get to it and I've skipped over your question, then please post your question again. I want to answer as many questions as I can. If I don't have an answer for your question, I'll tell you, man, I don't know. But I'll try. I'll search it. I'll look it up. I'll try to see if I can't figure it out if I don't know the answer. I live in a basement for a new apartment that has stairs. Do you recommend using Harris Gold repellent on the door stairs to prevent them from travel and CROSSFIRE on the rest of my apartment? Yeah, I've done that. I've used repellents in areas that I knew the bed bugs might travel through, like doorways and stuff in apartment buildings, where I wasn't able to do the whole building. And so what I do is I might treat the hall, like in front of the person's door, the doorway, maybe even windows if it's bat bugs and stuff coming in with a repellent to try to keep the bugs out. And then I'll treat the rest of the apartment with CROSSFIRE. So yeah, that's actually something that is smart. But you don't want to use CROSSFIRE in the same tank as your repellent. You want to have 2 separate tanks if you're going to do that, because your repellent will ruin the CROSSFIRE. In Eastern Europe, kidney bean leaves are used for bed bugs. It sticks to them. I wouldn't know about that. Okay. Anyway, I think I caught up. I think I've caught up. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here tonight. I haven't been live in like 3 weeks, though. It's been a while. I haven't been able to get live. Here's the thing. In the wintertime, I don't work as much because I'm an exterminator, you know. And I mean, there are still bugs in the winter: spiders, mice, rats, you know, cockroaches and stuff, bed bugs even. I do a lot of that in the wintertime. But a lot of my other like regular work kind of slows down. So we do these projects, and we get these projects done and out of the way when I've got the time. Because in the summer, I mean, it's January now, and I've already started noticing an uptick. As soon as the year ticks over to the new year, I start getting calls again, and I start getting busy. So I try to get as much as I can done around the house that needs to be done, my, you know, home projects and stuff that need to get done. I usually try to do that on the last week of December, working into the new year. And in fact, we're trying to get ready because in January, we're going to go to Disney World. So I probably won't be streaming that week either. If I am, I'll be streaming from Disney, because usually that's when we go out of town. Oh, Rory's going to come in. He's going to say hi. You say hi, Rory.
Hi.
Yes. How are y'all doing? How you doing, Rory?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
I'm getting ready for bed.
You're going to bed?
Yeah, I got early morning tomorrow.
Yeah, he's a hard working man. Rory, he had to. Oh, good night. I see you. He always gives me a hug. He's 18, almost 19. He's gonna be 19 on the 21st. So he turned into an old man. But yeah, he'll be 19 this month. So I don't care. I always tell my kids to give me a hug before they go to bed. I don't care how old they are. Be 30 years old. I expect him to still give me a hug. He needs to come all the way to my house, leave his house, come to my house and give me a hug. All right. Let's see. What does dried up bed bug poop look like? Looks like grossness. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let's see. Let's just use Google. Let's see what Google will show us. All right. Now, I mean, this picture right here, this bed bug poop right here. That's bed bug poop. That's bed bug poop. All right. Let's see. Dried bed bug poop. And we'll go with images. There we go. That's a good picture right there. There's a big old clump of bed bugs. And there's their dried up poop. Kind of looks like oil, like motor oil. Like someone took an ink pen and kind of touched it to the surface and held it there until the ink kind of bled into the wood surface. But all that black. Now this right here, this little white, that's eggs. Those are eggs right there. But this black stuff, this is actually their droppings. That's dried up bed bug poop. So that's what it looks like. These are actually real good pictures. This is like this. That's bed bug poop. Here on a mattress. Here on a mattress. You see how it kind of looks like it's bled? Like an ink pen was touched there and it kind of bled into the fabric? That's what it looks like. So. Let's see. What are your thoughts on buggy bed detection devices for bed bugs? Can you... Oh, bed bug detectors. You know my best bed bug detector I've ever used? Right there. Those are my bed bug detectors. I look really well. I really search and I look and I find them. That's the best bed bug detector out there. It's the most effective bed bug detector, are your own two eyes. If you know what to look for and you know the signs and you're not seeing them, then you probably don't have bed bugs. How should I treat my vehicles? Is there any specific areas I should treat? Yes, there are. So if you go to my YouTube channel again and go to that little search bar like I showed you before and search car, there it is right there. This is an old video. This is 4 years ago. Let me share. I'll copy that. This is how to treat your car for bed bugs. There you go. It's not the best. It's not the best video. I also have this short, but this is really fast. This actually comes from my my course. So if you go to this video and you go to the description, my course on eliminating bed bugs is right here. And so it's on sale right now for $10, probably like a New Year's sale they're running. But that's the link to my course if you want to get that. I got like how many? I got 475 students. Holy cow. But yeah, it's the highest rated bed bug course on the internet. It's the highest rated, which is absolutely cool for me, being some redneck from Virginia. But anyway, it works. But so if you go to it, let's see if it'll show you. Will it let you? All right, so it's got how to eliminate bed bugs, introduction, living room inspection, bedroom inspection, miscellaneous areas to treat, baseboards, windows, doors, crown molding, vehicle prep, how to mix pesticides. These are just sample videos, but there's also videos on here on how to treat your car, your living room, your bed, all that stuff is in there, how to do it. So that's what I would recommend you go and get that. It's worth it. It is worth the money. And it's on sale. They always run sales. I don't get to pick this sale. I've got it listed, I think, at like $85 because I thought that was a fair price considering the price of what a bed bug treatment costs. I thought it was, and you're going to know how to kill them forever. It's something that's forever. It's infinite. So like if you buy this, you have full lifetime access forever. And as I update videos, like I'll show you what I mean with update videos. So if you go down here, this one, mixing pesticides, I added that video. If people go in and they leave comments or reviews and they say, hey, I didn't see this, I didn't see that, I thought he should have put this in the course, I go and I put it in there. So you have unlimited lifetime access to this course as long as it's there. So anyway, I don't plug myself very often, but I actually think that's really worth your money. I really think it is, especially with a $10 sale going on right now. It's really, really a valuable thing. Especially when, like you said, I saved you $2,000. That's, $10 is not anything compared to $2,000. My first CROSSFIRE treatment was on November 30th, and my second application was December 30th. For some reason, I'm still getting bitten. I found the dead bed bug in August, but I don't see any alive. So if it's been since August and you're not finding any bugs, why do you think? I mean, just because you're getting bitten doesn't mean you have bed bugs. So I did a video on this. I actually did a video on this recently. Right here. This video. Everything you need to know about bed bug bites is wrong. Watch that video. That video will explain a lot to you about bed bug bites. Oh, let me share it. I usually do that, don't I? Let's see. Let's share, copy the link, and I'll post it in the chat. So, I live in Canada. Do pest control companies here use CROSSFIRE? No, they do not. They use Apprehend. I would recommend they use Apprehend. If you get an exterminator to come out to your house, ask them if they're going to use Apprehend or not because they don't have CROSSFIRE in Canada. How's my hand? Candy, what did I do to my hand? I don't remember. Did I hurt my hand? I think they're okay. I hit my finger with a hammer. And I popped a blood blister. See? Here, let's show you up close. See, I hurt my finger. Right there. I hit it really hard with a hammer. And my wife said I shouldn't have popped the blister. Because now it hurts. So, because I'm a baby. But I don't think I had a hurt hand. I don't remember. I bump myself and bruise myself all the time, and half the time I don't remember how it happened. How do you personally handle bedbug bites when you or your family gets bit? I don't get bit. I actually did a video series on bites. Look at this. So, let's see. Is it in the playlists? Do I have a playlist? I think I do. Do I not have a playlist for this? All right, let's see this. Let's search here. I let a bed bug bite me. There you go. There's all of them. I let a bed bug bite me. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't react from bed bug bites. So I let a bed bug bite me live on stream. I actually think that Candy was here watching when the bed bug bit me. And she knows that I don't react from bed bug bites. So, but I don't bring them home. I've only brought them home once in 26 years. I've only brought them home once. And I killed them dead. They never bit me. If they did, I didn't react. So. Oh, and Rory's hand is fine now. At least I think so. He hadn't complained about it anymore. Is it common for bedbug nymphs to be constantly trying to get in your eyes and nose? Yeah, that's not common at all. There are bugs that do that, but not bedbugs. If you get pulled over, don't want your car searched, tell the cops your car is infested with bedbugs. That might work. Can I get the link? Oh, I posted it, didn't I? Did I not post it? Here, I'll post it right now. That's for my course. So, now, I don't know if it's $10 for you or not. If you've never signed up with them before, it might be 16, it might be 15, it might be 10. It's going to be different for every person that does it. I don't know how they decide on pricing. That's an incognito window. So I'm not logged in at all. Like if you go to my course, I'm not logged in. Like see, it's asking me to log in right here. I'm not logged in at all. And that's what they're giving me a quote. But let's see, if I refresh, that's still $10. And it says new year, new you. First new you. It's prices as low as $10 through January 11th. 7 days left. So yeah, some promotion they're running now. Yeah, Candy. I thought Candy was here watching a bed bug bite me. How's my microphone sound? My microphone sound any better? I got it hooked up different this time. My coffee's almost gone. I'm gonna be sad. I really like these frappuccinos. My wife puts it's a espresso, and then she puts in the chocolate sauce, like the mocha chocolate sauce, and a bunch of chopped up ice in a blender, and it's really delicious. Better than Starbucks. Anyway, I'm tired. I worked all day. I didn't get good sleep last night. My voice sounds deeper. Nah, I've got the microphone pointed different. And I've got my face closer to it because I've been watching people. I've been watching vloggers and people that do like podcasts, and I've noticed that people hold the mic closer to their face. And so I started holding my mic closer to my face to try to get better sound. I don't have a soundproof studio. I'm in my basement, well, it's a split level, and so it's all sheetrock. There's no like foam boards, no separation of rooms or anything like that. I mean, it's just a big den that echoes up through the stairwell, and so it's really hard for me to dampen the background noise. Like you can hear my air conditioner, like that background, that's the air conditioner, because it's like the heat pump is right behind me, and I can't do anything about it. I don't have anywhere else. I don't have a studio or anything like that. So this is the best sound you're going to get. I can't get any better than this. So the way they would leave marks on my body leads me to believe they are probably people out there convinced they're being haunted, but it's just bed bugs. Let's see it. Any tips for getting bed bugs out of clothes? Wash your clothes. I have washed and dried several times on high heat, but there seems to be still bed bugs in them. What can I do? That's weird, because if the dryer is high enough of a heat, they should die. If your dryer is above 130 degrees, they will die in your clothes. Maybe you're overloading your dryer. If you overload your dryer and the heat can't permeate through all the clothing, that's probably the reason. They're probably too large of a load. Try doing a half load and see if that does any better for you. I'm really self-conscious about the way that my sound is on my microphone. I really want to be able to supply people with the highest quality they can get. So it bugs me to think that you get a lot of background noise and stuff like that. I do that all the time, like in work and everything I do. I really do try to overachieve. I don't like to play games where there's high competition because I suck, and I was like, I know I can do better, but then I can't, and so it annoys me. Not that I lose, it's just that I don't know. I like to try to do my best, and I know that if I don't do my best, I lose. Will laundry detergent kill bed bugs? No, it won't. No, the heat has to kill bed bugs. The way that the bed bugs die in your clothing is high heat water and a high heat dryer. You don't even have to use laundry soap. The heat will kill them. So that's how you kill bed bugs. That's the best way to kill bed bugs. Do laundry enzyme additives that claim to kill bed bugs work? No, they do not. They do not work. That's a scam. Don't fall for it. They don't work at all. They wash away. They're not there, so they won't kill them. But what you do, the trick to killing bed bugs in your laundry is start them in the dryer and then wash them. Because the problem is that when you heat water, it changes. So the heat will lower. The temperature goes down because the water naturally cools things off. And so if you put the laundry in the dryer first and the laundry's not wet, then you immediately get hot clothes, and it will kill the bugs faster. If you put the laundry in the washing machine first, what happens is the bugs will they'll float around in there. The water loses temperature. So even if your hot water heater is set to like 130 degrees, by the time the water gets from the hot water heater to your washing machine, it lowers in temperature and it's not as hot. So it's better to put your clothes in the dryer first, heat them up first, let them run for about 45 minutes, and then put them in the washer, and then, of course, dry your clothes again. That's much more effective at killing bed bugs in your laundry. So, no, I don't think the hot water kills bed bugs either. I don't really think it does a very good job. Bed bugs can swim. You can't drown bed bugs. They can swim. So, and the eggs take a higher temperature to die. So adults die at 118 degrees, where the eggs, it's 125 degrees. So it's quite a big jump to kill eggs. Can you kill bed bugs by freezing them? Not in a freezer. You know, you could get them down below like 30 degrees, negative 30 degrees, not just below freezing Fahrenheit. I'm talking negative 30 degrees, negative 40 degrees. That will kill bed bugs, but just a standard freezer is not very effective at killing bed bugs. So you can't take your underwear or your socks or whatever and put them in the freezer and expect it to kill the bed bugs. I have had people take bed bugs out of the freezer and they come back to life because it wasn't cold enough. It wasn't cold enough. I work outdoors and inside barns. I don't think I'll be putting my nasty clothes into my dryer. Well, I mean, you could wash them, dry them, and dry them twice. You dry them twice. Once they're already dry them again. You know, look in the lint trap and see if you find any bed bugs in your lint trap. If you're working and you're outside and you're working outside and you're working all day long, what makes you think the bed bugs are still on your clothes after you've been working all day long? Most of the bed bugs have fallen off of you by then. Are you sure you're not bringing something else in the house that you're mistaking for bed bugs? Because that's a possibility. Especially if you're working in around animals like chickens, poultry mites. You know, there are absolutely bugs you can get from animals and bring in the house. In fact, the poultry mites you won't even be able to see. Not very well. They're smaller than bed bugs, and they can bite you, and they can wreak havoc. They are absolutely horrible. I know. I've been in them. My dad used to raise chickens and ducks and guinea hens and all kinds of birds, and you get those poultry mites and they're miserable. But they have stuff you could treat your chickens with for poultry mites. He used to get stuff at Tractor Supply for them. Or Southern States, actually, is what before Tractor Supply came in Bedford. Oh. I'm tired. I was up late last night, all night long. Could not sleep. Oh, you don't have bed bugs. Well, who was it that was asking how to kill bed bugs in their clothes? Did I get confused with who I was talking to? Why are professional pump sprayers so expensive, especially B&G? Because they have a monopoly. Because there's nobody that really competes with B&G. B&G has been making the best spray tank. They have patented products, and they can't be copied. And so they charge $350 because they can. I mean, let me show you. Let me give you a comparison. All right. If we go to Amazon, why does it want me to do that? That is annoying. Why does it care? Who cares? All right, let's make another one. Oops. Put that down here next to Amazon. All right, let's do a price comparison. All right, let's do B&G pump. That's just the pump. Hold on. Let me see. One gallon B&G. All right, $368. All right, let's go there. $368 tank. So now we'll just search stainless steel sprayer. All right, there's a stainless steel sprayer. Is this a 1 gallon? This is a 1.5 gallon. So let's just pick that. Let's just go with that one. All right, and we'll compare these two tanks. So let's put a window there, and and we'll put there. All right, there we go. So we're going to compare these two. So one thing right off the bat that I can see is this sprayer is, all right, while this might be fine for a lot of people to use if you're going to use like a stainless steel sprayer, the problem with this that I see that would bug me, because I've been using B&G all my life, is the tip. That little tip right there, the way that tip works is it either works on a cone like this or a straight stream like that. And the way you adjust it is by twisting that little tip of that nozzle. That's now, if it comes with separate tips you can change, it might be fine, but it doesn't look like it does. It looks like it comes with O-rings, and that's it. And so that would bug me. Where the multi-jet on the B&G over here, if you'll look at that, oh, you can't see that tip. But that tip, I'll show you what one looks like. Let me show you. All right, this is patented. All right, this is one of the things that B&G has that's patented. All right, you see how it's got this little straight stream. Now, the way this works is you twist the rim and you can actually rotate this around. You've got all of your tips in one piece, okay? You've got a jet stream, you've got a wide fan, and a coarse fan, and a narrow fan spray. Those are better. So while a cone is a three-dimensional triangle, basically, you're getting a cone effect. And so it's spraying a big circle, okay? A fan does just a fan. It's not going to go in a cone and make a circle. It's going to make a straight line. And that's really nice, okay? That's one of the things about B&G that I like, that I really, really like, okay? But if you also, the pump itself, the pump is very, very high quality. I have never, ever had to change any of the parts in my pump, not one time in 8 years, except for the check valve, which is a little teeny tiny little piece of rubber that's on the inside that does swell up and it goes bad. But that is it, and that's like a $2 part, okay? That is amazing. This one here, that's a plastic pump. That's plastic. That is a plastic handle. Yeah, it's a stainless steel funnel, but it's a plastic handle. That is gonna break. That is not gonna last. Where the B&G is brass, it's gonna easily outlive this. And so because I do professional pest control and I'm spraying hundreds of houses a month, I want something that it's not going to break after the fourth or fifth time using it. And this one right here, you're going to have to replace that pump. You are absolutely going to have to replace that pump. Now, there are some good things about this. There's a pressure valve right there. I like that. It shows you what the pressure is. There's a pressure release valve. And so that's one thing that B&G does not have, is on a B&G pump, you see, there's no pressure release. The only pressure release you've got on a B&G is you got to twist that handle and take that pump out, and that releases the pressure. This one here has a little button you push. That little red thing right there, you push that and it releases the pressure right away. And so you're not having to worry about, well, what happens if you accidentally leak or something like that out the wand? You're not going to have that problem because you could just pop that pressure release and it immediately stops spraying. Where the B&G, you have to actually loosen the handle, and that's kind of annoying. But other than that, B&G is just quality. That's why it's more expensive. It's a good quality piece of equipment, and it's also patented technology that nobody else can copy. Like even the wand, like that long wand right there, that's patented. If you see a sprayer and it's got that wand on it, it'll say B&G right on the side because it's their patent. It's their IP. They own it. So nobody else can make it because it's theirs. They designed it, they invented it. And that wand has been the same for 40 years. I've used, so when I used to work with my father still has his original tanks that he bought when he started his company in like the mid 80s that are still just as good as the day he bought them. So, can you rent a pump? No, I don't think so. Why are professional pumps so expensive? Let's see. I once raised a chicken. After about shoulder height, it flew away. That's a big chicken. Was it really as tall as your shoulder? Just curious because of using laundromats. Yes, laundromats are places you will get bed bugs. You can get bed bugs from laundromats. You can get cockroaches from laundromats. When me and my wife were first married, it's been over 11 years ago. We were together. We went to the laundromat to do our laundry, and when I closed the dryer, a cockroach ran out from around the rim of the dryer. That was pretty horrible. I told her, I said, I'm never coming back to this laundromat ever again, because I'm not taking cockroaches home. I mean, I can kill them. If they get there, I can kill them. That's not a problem, but I don't want to have to. How do I keep the clothes in my closet free of bed bugs? Do I have to keep washing all my clothes over and over again? Bed bugs are not attracted to your clothes. They're attracted to you. As long as you get the numbers down, if you're heavily infested, yes, they will live in your clothes. But if you're not heavily infested, they're not going to be living in your clothes. They're going to be living around your bed and around you. And so when you start to reduce their numbers, they're going to continue to live around you. They're not going to live in your closet. That's not to say they won't. They can, but it's not very common. I'm trying to get the last little bit. See? That's the problem with frozen drinks, is that last little bit of ice in there, you never can get to go up a straw, and it makes that loud noise like like that. I hate that. Sorry. I just peeked the mic. Hi, Jason. The PCO my landlord hired used Transport Micron for 2 bedbug treatments in my apartment. I'm still getting bites after the second treatment, which was 2 weeks. Is that expected? Yeah. Transport Micron is something you have to treat every 2 weeks with. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It's better than heat. But yeah, they're going to have to treat pretty regularly to get rid of your bed bugs. That's one of those chemicals they have to treat every 2 weeks with. I mean, you could treat every 2 weeks with CROSSFIRE if you continue to get bit. Now, that's one thing. Somebody had talked earlier about, 3 weeks from the CROSSFIRE treatment still getting bit. If you're still getting bit after 2 or 3 weeks and you want to kill them faster, you can absolutely apply again. The problem is that from day one, when you treat with CROSSFIRE or any pesticide, not just CROSSFIRE, but any pesticide, once you treat with a pesticide, the chemical will start to deteriorate. And it's not that it won't kill bugs. It does. It just takes longer for them to die after being exposed. So let's say you go 2 weeks. When you first treat the first day, they die within 5 to 10 minutes. But as the time goes, let's say 2 weeks from now, now they're dying in like 6 or 7 hours, maybe even 8 hours. They're dying. They're still dying, but they're easily able to come up and bite you again. So what you do is you go and you apply a second time. That way you get the stronger application, and then you start killing them right away again, and they start dying within 5 or 10 minutes. It's not, you don't have to do that, because the bugs will still die, even though it's taking them, 8 hours or so to die. They're still dying. They're not laying eggs. They're not reproducing. They're dying. So, you don't have to spray again. But if you're impatient and you really do want to try to get them to knock down faster, then you treat a second time 2 weeks apart, because that gives you faster knockdown. So you're killing the bugs before they can get to you to bite again. And that helps. That does help. It helps ease the bites. If you're just sick and tired of the bites, then I understand why you would want to treat a second time. Can you recommend a chemical as good as CROSSFIRE but for roaches? Alpine WSG is really good for roaches. So if you go to my channel, let's make it big again, and you search, actually I think it's one of my latest videos I did for cockroaches. There it is. There's 8 videos. So it's been 8 videos in. Start doing this to roaches. So this video right here, let me share it. It's the most recent video that I've made on cockroaches. So go watch that. That'll help you with cockroaches. But Alpine WSG is really good. So if you go to, so let me show you. I want to show you guys something about my channel. So actually, let's use this video right here. All right, this is my live video. It's the most, so there you go. There I am. All right, there's my video. That's what we're looking at right now. So if you scroll down on this video you're watching right now, and you click more, okay, in the description of the video, you scroll down, and there's an Amazon store link. Now this is my affiliate. I'm affiliated with Amazon, which means if you buy something on their page, I get a kickback. It's like a 3% kickback. But it's a way that I can show you pesticides you can buy in places you can buy them. So if you click this, there's my Amazon store. If you're curious about what I recommend to kill any kind of bugs, and you're needing to kill bugs, okay? CROSSFIRE, see there's bed bug supplies. First thing on the list is CROSSFIRE. Spider control. Onslaught Fast Cap. All right, let's find roaches. Where are the roaches? Cockroach control products, okay? See, cockroach control products. This is the way it's divided up. So if you click this link, it will take you to my page of pesticides I recommend for cockroaches. And there's Alpine WSG. Now, you do not have to buy this $75 bottle because it's supposed to have it. But every now and then, the products will die. The links will die. And I have to go through and I have to update my links. It's just the way Amazon is. It's a hateful thing. But if you click up here, so let's see the Alpine WSG is right here. Let's just click this and see what happens. All right, see they don't have a link. So let's just search Alpine WSG. And so, okay, so here you go. So if you're dealing with cockroaches, you can get these packets. I would get this one right here, though, because this is 5 packs. You want this. You don't want the one by itself. That's not going to be enough. Because in order to kill roaches, you need 3 of these. And so you're going to mix 30 grams to a gallon of chemical. That's what you do. And each one of these packets is a 10-gram packet. See, that's a lot cheaper than $75. So you can only pay $35, and you get enough to mix a gallon and a half, basically, of pesticide. So that's cheaper than $75. If you go and you're like, wow, that's $75, that's awful expensive. But the thing about the $75 bottle, this one right here, is that's 200 grams. So that stuff will mix several gallons, and that's good. That's dry. You just store that in a cool, dry spot, like in a closet or something up high on a shelf, and then you can mix more if you want to. That's actually a really good. That's what I use. That little 200 gram bottle. That's what I give to Rory to keep in his car, and he just refills off of mine whenever he needs more. Because I've got a 500 gram bottle that I keep in my car. So it's a really, really effective. But I like the 200 gram bottles because they're only about that big. They're not very big. So they're good for, they're compact. But I think that's a better deal. Because if you figure, if you're spending $35, and you're getting 50 grams, you're spending $75 and you're getting 200 grams. So you're getting a lot more for your money if you buy it that way. But yeah, if you're wanting to know what chemicals I use, this list right here, this is stuff I use in my business. This is how I kill bugs. All right, I've got my chemical list. This is basically what I do when I order pesticides. Is I go to my Amazon page and I'm like, who's got the best deal? And I look up all my suppliers, and I usually end up buying from Amazon. They're usually the cheapest. And so if I go to bedbug supplies, I'll go, okay, let's see. Well, this is why I've got a gallon of CROSSFIRE on here. Nobody needs to buy that. You as a watching my channel, you do not need to spend $355 on a gallon of CROSSFIRE. I use that. So what I do is I go to my Amazon page with my wife's account, and I buy that. I click that, and I'm like, oh, $355. That's cheaper than do-it-yourself pest control. I'm going to buy it here. And then I get a 3% kickback. So I buy from Amazon. That's what I do. And it's a place that I can go. I know what chemicals I buy for my business, and I buy what I know I'm going to need. And if I need to go and resupply myself with chemicals, I go use my Amazon shop, and I buy there. So anyway, that's what I do. How do you dispose of unused CROSSFIRE? I don't, because I use it all. I don't have unused CROSSFIRE. If you want to use up your chemical, you should use it up. You really should use it up. But what I do is I treat my house. So because I have, rinsate. So what you do is in order to clean your equipment, if you have a pesticide, whether it's CROSSFIRE or whatever it is, you're supposed to triple rinse your tank. And the liquid that comes out of the tank, so you rinse it once and you pour the liquid into a gallon or two. I usually use a 2.5 gallon jug, and I pour the rinsate into the jug. And then I pour some water, clean water in that, and I rinse it around, and I pump it through the wand and everything, and I get the hoses all clear, and then I pour that into the tank. And so I do that 3 times. That's called triple rinsing. I triple rinse all of my tanks when I clean them. And the rinsate, I actually will use it to treat my own house. Now, it's watered down. It's not very strong, but that's what I do for my own house. When it comes to my own house, I can do whatever I want, just like you can. And so that's what I use. I just use it in my house and around my house for general pest control. I don't use it in my customer's house because it's not full strength. And then I'll mix my own full strength to use in a customer's house. But that's what I do. But it doesn't take a lot. It's not hard to rinse your stuff and to clean your equipment. Now, there are programs they do in Virginia every so often where if you live in a certain area, they'll take like old, unused chemical, maybe chemical that's been outlawed or outdated, or maybe it's gone past the expiration or whatever. You could take it in and they'll dispose of it for you. They've got a special place they get rid of pesticides. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I do with pesticides I don't need anymore, or I'm not going to ever use. I take to them and then they dispose of them. What's the best way to know you're bed bug free after treatment? Give it 30 days. If you haven't had any bed bug bites or poop or casings or any signs of bed bugs for at least 30 days, you're bed bug free. That's the standard. That's what everybody goes by. That's industry standard. That's what they teach us to tell you. And I find that it's accurate. Oh, my ice finally melted and I drank the rest. And now I'm sad because I'm still tired even though I drank coffee. But that just shows you I'm only going on about 3 hours of sleep. I'm exhausted. Now I have water. I drink a lot of water. Oh, me. I actually think I'm going to log off now. I think I'm going to get on to bed. I'm exhausted. I've been on here for over an hour. Usually my live streams only last for about an hour to an hour and a half. Sometimes 2 hours, but I'm tired and I'm ready to go get on to bed. So I appreciate everybody that stopped in and talked to me tonight and asked questions and hung out. It's been fun, but I'm going to head on to bed. Y'all have a real good night. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.